out here to tell you all that basic shit, but it's true. It actually is true. Wow, all this tangent just because I spilled this water on my table, and now watch. Maybe this will be like my most viewed video. So beautiful today. I always love these sunsets. And things like this always make me happy too. It's just a man taking a video with an old camera of the sunset, but I don't know why, it just brings me joy, you know? He's just appreciated. He's just appreciating, you know, the view the same way we all do. No matter how rich or poor you are, we could all enjoy the same thing. It's free, you know? Anyone could go to a place in the world and see the sunset. And it's just this beautiful thing. Come on, bro, let's go. Let's go, come on. It's important for me to take some time out of my day during work and come and enjoy, you know, appreciate. This is my favorite time to come out, sun setting. It's just so beautiful. Like, look at all these people also appreciating the same thing. Obviously, in the last video, you know, I did some activities that were perhaps not the most virtuous. You know, things like drinking, things like partying with sirens. And I want to show all that. I think it's important to show it because I don't think it would be interesting to just show you the perfect side of everything. I don't think it would be real and authentic that way. I want to show you that, you know, I'm human too. Even though I've become successful at a young age, I still have, you know, the same desires as you guys. And sometimes I fall into the temptation, and that's why stoicism, it's an ideal. You know, we try and we progress towards it. I'm not a sage. No one is a stoic sage. The closest we've had to that is Socrates, and even he isn't a true stoic sage. So, you know, we progress and we try to get better every day, but we're human, you know? And you want to enjoy as well. And I think it's very important that I show that side of things too, because I want to make sure that I'm relatable and authentic. Show you guys that, yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, I fall into temptation too. I do stupid things sometimes, but overall, I think my trajectory of virtue is progressing. I see so many of these like vloggers who just show everything so perfectly and only the good side of things, and I really want to try to do something different with this to let you guys know that it's not always like that. I'm not always doing the right thing, but that's okay, you know? We're humans, and that's beautiful. Just like this, all people appreciating sunset, I think is just so beautiful. Had to run an errand real quick. That's what I do. The law of deception. Alright, I finished up filming a long form video earlier. Gotta get to editing that. Also gotta film a couple short form videos for both niches. And somehow I have to get to dinner by 9. And right now it's 6 o'clock. So thank God I'm a master of time management. And meanwhile, this guy's been bothering me the whole time. And it's not only important to get this video out for the timely marketing opportunity that's coming, but also today, I just want to capitalize on the good work that we did inside, because we had another shock drop today and we had one the day before as well. So obviously want to capitalize on this marketing opportunity because we had all the early info for both of these drops. So I'm actually including it into the video here. And obviously here we're showing the value and the credibility and need combination that I talk about so often. Here's the credibility, you know, people obviously having a lot of success, us making people a lot of money. And then on top of that, I allude to the fact that there's something else coming too. And this is just awesome. You love to see things like this. Love to see when people are profiting within minutes of just joining. That's incredible.
Someone is in my eyes. Woke up and felt the vibe. No matter how hard they try.
Obviously, it's the next day. Here we are back again. No sun, but it's still pretty. Look at this. Look at that. Stuff like that. That's just so cute, you know? People like, the sea shit everywhere. I don't give a fuck. Wow, look how many there are. See, you don't need to be rich to, you know, enjoy things like this. Anyone could do this. So cool. Look, he's like the king of all of them. All right, so just took care of filming some short form content, wrote out the scripts for them, and after that, I also did some long form content for the Pokemon niche. Got to send the short form stuff over to the editor and also get this long form video edited in a timely manner because I want to get to the gym today, but also have another dinner tonight. All right, so just finished up the long form video. Got that edited, posted. Doing good on time. So now about to just, you know, hit the gym. And then we got dinner. If you're not leaving the gym sweating, what are you doing?
Again.
Scoop down to the middle. So I just spilled this water all over my desk, got on my computer, got on some of my electronics. I acted quick, was able to clean it up, and everything's okay. And the whole time, while I was cleaning all this, it's funny, you know, I never got mad about it. And as I was cleaning the table, I'm cleaning it like this, and I realized, like, wow, the table, it looks so clean. Before it was all dusty. And I was like, wow, what a nice excuse to clean my table. I haven't cleaned this table in so long. And now I'm just looking right through it and it looks crystal clear because it's a glass table, obviously. And I haven't cleaned it in quite some time just because, you know, I never got around to it. I'm usually thinking about work when I'm looking at my desk. And now I'm looking at it and it's just a lot cleaner, you know? My computer's fine. My books, you know, that I got to in time, I was able to move. And they're not damaged either, so no harm was done. And the whole time, I was never upset about anything. You know, even though this took a couple minutes of my time. And I think a lot of people, and even my older self, my prior self, my younger self, I would have gotten very agitated at the fact that that just happened and I'm going to lose a couple of minutes now. But yeah, I just immediately saw the upside to it. And I immediately thought to get the camera and record this, because I genuinely think that I'm changing as a person, and my life philosophies are changing, and it's for the better. You know, stoicism is a practice. It's not something that you can, just pick up immediately. It's something that you get better at over time. And I definitely think that my prior self, when I spilled all that, I'm immediately just going to all the negatives. I'm thinking about all the time that I lost. I'm thinking about the fact that I could have lost my computer. I'm thinking of how clumsy I was and how much of a mess I made. But instead, my mind didn't go to that. And it's because I've been training my mind to try to see the positive in things. And yeah, I just wanted to point this out, and how I thought it was so interesting how I just looked right through the table and it was just so clean and crystal clear. And I thought to myself, what a nice excuse to clean the table. I swear, like that's the thought that crossed my mind as I was just going through these motions. And it really made me happy, and I wanted to pick up this camera and talk to you guys about it, because that's the mentality I'm really striving to have. Because stoicism is an ideal. It's an asymptotic ideal, I believe the word is. It's something that we strive for. No one's a true stoic sage. Socrates was probably the closest we got to a true stoic sage. Marcus Aurelius also, really close. He's an emperor who had everything at his disposal. Emperor with all the power in the world for 19 years. He could have had anything he wanted, whenever he wanted, all the power in the world to do whatever he wanted, but he never indulged, really. He just stuck to his principles. He knew that happiness came from fulfilling his duties as a man every single day. And I'm thinking, what would Marcus Aurelius have done had he spilled some water all over important documents? And I think he would have reacted in a similar way. I don't think he would have really been bothered by the fact that maybe some documents were ruined. I think he would say, you know what? Perhaps those documents that I had written, the notes and the thoughts that I had written, maybe they needed rewriting. And you ever notice that? I remember one time when I was younger, I had this health report to do in 7th grade, and I accidentally deleted the file. And this was not on a cloud. It was like a Microsoft Word document. This was, way back. And in the moment, I was so upset. I was like, I just wasted all those hours pouring time, blood, sweat, and tears into this big document, and it just was all to waste. But then as I rewrote it, as I went through every single section that I had planned to write, everything was just flowing smoothly and going a lot quicker than I had thought. And by the time I finished it, I realized, wow, this came out so much better than the last time. This is like an A+ paper, and the last paper was probably like a B- paper. And I bet Marcus Aurelius would have thought the same thing. I bet Marcus Aurelius would have thought, you know what, maybe those documents needed to be rewritten anyway. Maybe those documents, had some emotional thoughts in it, and now that I'm clear-headed, now that some time has passed since I wrote those, I'm going to rewrite them again. This is an excuse to rewrite them. You see, life is all about perspective, and perspective is a choice, something that is huge in Stoicism. Things happen to you that are out of your control. You have no control over something like the weather. Like right now it's raining. I would love to show you a great view out here, but it's very cloudy, and with the glare you can't really see anything. But you can't control the weather. You can't control something that another person does to you. You can't control a lot of things in life, but what you can control is how you respond to those events. you have agency over your life in the respect of how you respond to the uncontrollable events. Perception is a choice. You know, I was the type who definitely always felt it was necessary to seek revenge onto people. I always felt like it was absolutely necessary to seek revenge. If someone had wronged me, I felt like I needed to expend the energy to make sure that they paid, you know, eye for an eye. And while I don't take the complete stoic route of, you know, not giving any energy to it in all cases, in the majority of cases, sometimes it's just not a good idea to give your energy to those things that don't deserve your energy. And there are some cases where I think revenge is strategic, and revenge will be your ideal long-term route, you know, because it'll deter future acts. So there are some cases where you should enact revenge, but not in every single case, and it should never come from an emotional standpoint. You should never be executing revenge just for your emotions. If you're going to execute revenge, it has to be strategic, something for a long-term outcome. Like you want to deter others from doing that same thing to you, so you're going to do it then. It's the same reason why you might sue someone knowing that it's going to be a net loss of money, but then it'll prevent other people from doing those illegal things to your business or whatever. So yeah, sometimes revenge is necessary, but my main point with this is just to say that the perception is a choice. You could choose to be offended by something, or you could choose to not be offended by it. You could say to yourself, I don't give a fuck what this person thinks of me. I don't give a fuck what they say. They're probably a clown who hasn't accomplished anything. What words, you know, that they say could possibly impact me? I think so many people, and even my prior self, always felt the need to just, you know, make someone pay. Like, oh, they have to pay. But they're winning then. You know, they're getting your energy. It doesn't always have to be like that. Just start not giving a f***. Just start not caring. Just let go. And you'll have so much more energy to accomplish different things in life. And then we get to that basic advice, which is just like, the best revenge is no revenge at all. You know, I'm not here to tell you all that basic shit, but it's true. It actually is true. Wow, all this tangent just because I spilled this water on my table, and now watch. Maybe this will be like my most viewed video. I don't know. But yeah, life's perspective. You choose how you react to things. And remember, stoicism, it's asymptotic. It's an ideal. It's something we strive for. We're progressing. And this was a moment where I realized, like, wow, I've progressed. My mentality really has progressed. But then tomorrow something might happen, like, I don't know, someone like merges into my lane or whatever, and I'll just flip my shit. And then I'll think to myself, damn, I still got work to do.
Yo, I'll put this on Keep It Real.